Hello and welcome to Odds on Liga Matchday 24. PSG back on top of the table. Lens was very close to beat Monaco. 2-0 up. Alain Valnegri ended up losing and giving the first spot to PSG.
Yes, the Ligue 1, the prediction to the Ligue 1 is really hard. And yes, Lens was winning 2-0. And after some mistake, the goalkeeper especially permit to Monaco to catch a unweighted victory, and that one, the benefits is PSG, the winner of this benefits, and right now Lens must to have a reaction, but they're playing Strasbourg, who need 2 points for the European spot.
Indeed, Marseille is still in crisis, so let's analyze everything that is going on in France, in the 𝐻𝐿. Stay with us, guys, as always. I only ask you if you want to share your tips. We read your comments, and now let's go on with the show. Well, and the best game this weekend is the one you mentioned before, Lens visiting Strasbourg, and it's happening on Friday. Lens lost to Monaco, as I said before. They were 2-0 up, keeping the first spot, but they ended up losing. Important setback to keep putting some pressure on PSG, and now it's going to be difficult going to Alsace in the race for Europe. And we saw, for instance, also last weekend, Lyon, Alain, the most informed team in Ligue 1, losing there.
Yes. Lyon was in a positive streak, and is statistical. When do you have 6, 7, 8 victory in a row? Normally you fell down or with a draw or a defeat. Yes, Strasbourg is one of the most exciting team in Ligue 1, with a condensate of young talent, amazing for the French football. We saw various versions of Strasbourg that changed the manager, and that one don't affect so much the team. If we check the results as the beginning of the 2026, especially when they played at home, Strasbourg is really strong. Now playing against Lens. Lens away is the second best team in Ligue 1, with a game less respect to PSG, who is the leader about the average of away point. And is a position of style, because Lens is more maybe want to have more possession. Strasbourg is a really direct team. In the first game this season, we saw a very good Lens who was able to avoid to quit every source of creation of Strasbourg. Good management of the possession of the ball, really high expect goal average, but there won only 1-0. And for this game, I wait more goals since the beginning of 2026. Strasbourg score a lot in the first half. We are near to the 100% with 1 goal scored or received in the first half. For that reason, I choose over 1.25 goals. If only 1 goal is scored, you have the money, half money back. Odds 2.00.
Okay, here let's take a look at our smart bet tool, and it's going for over 2.5 goals. This is 1.66. Great game. This one for a Friday evening. And later on Saturday, we have Rennes to lose 6 right now. Rennes only 3 points away from the top 4 after beating Auxerre and PSG, scoring 3 in each of these games. So, of course, they are favorites to win and to beat Toulouse. Alain, Toulouse drew with Paris, lost to Le Havre and Angers. Looks like they are happy with their position and almost the season is over, even if we are in February.
Yeah, February is really bad for Toulouse. 4 games in Ligue 1, no victory, only two draw, but is the feeling and is the rival, because the schedule was so inviting for Toulouse to consolidate his place in European spot. Auxerre is doing really bad. Angers is, in my opinion, under respect to Toulouse for the quality. Le Havre, the same for Toulouse, like Angers, and PFC was in crisis, and Toulouse catch only 2 points. And that one, yes, maybe Toulouse feel more comfortable against biggest team. Maybe it can be an answer about that meaning and or what happened in Toulouse in February. In change, Rennes, Sainz Bay was fired. 2 victory, clearly, and very good victory. Against PSG, in Auxerre, 3-0, 6 goals in 2 games. After the last four defeats, with only one goal score, 3 goals average per game received, is totally crazy. But is the Ligue 1? The Ligue 1 is difficult to predict, but for the fans, is amazing, because every team can win against every team. And right now, I choose to analyze and I choose my odds about the moment of form. Rennes already is more in form than Toulouse. The odds are so inviting. For that, I choose Rennes, winning odds 2.25.
Okay, also for Saturday, we have Monaco and Angers after the tie with PSG. We don't know what is going to happen there, but for sure, Monaco have improved in the last weeks. In the first half against PSG, scored a couple of goals. Also against Lens, they were able to come back from a 2-0 to win. So now it's back-to-back wins in Ligue 1, because they also beat Nantes. Before that, still some options to fight for the Champions League. Alain, should be the goal until the end of the season, 6 points away. But for that, they have to beat Angers at home, that's for sure.
Yes, the part of where 𝐬𝐭𝐴 must to work more is the defense, because you can't receive 2 goals per game, because not in every game you can score 3. Now Angers is a really difficult team to move. Is one of the king of the under 2.5 goals in Ligue 1 since the beginning of the season. Is the base of Angers. Angers have the limit of Monaco, and Monaco have the strengthness about Angers, because Angers, the weakness is the attack, and Monaco is scoring a lot since 𝐭𝐿 arrived, especially in the last 3 games. But in the defense, Angers are really better than Monaco. Right now, Monaco in loss. Yes, I think that the results are a little liar, and they don't deserve to win the game. They was lucky, but they have that ability to score the goal and have the profit about the mistake of the goalkeeper. And Angers is always the same. Every week is difficult to predict Angers. Angers away this season is not Angers like the last season, but still a team don't concede a lot of goal. Is a big test for Angers, because playing right now against the attack of Monaco is a big test, because it's one of the most informed. For that reason, I choose 3, 4, or 5 goals in the game. Odds 1.90.
Okay, you see goals. You can go for the over here. The smart bet is going for a surprise, actually. X2 for 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲, 2.65. Monaco really favors Monaco playing PSG midweek. We don't know what is going to happen. And PSG defending the leadership in Le Havre, a team that is 9 points away from relegation, so almost safe despite the defeat against Nantes in the previous game. For PSG, Alain, the roster is so big that now the person informed is 𝗲𝗲𝗿𝗲, scoring in the Champions League and also scoring against Metz. But this is the happiness of Luis Enrique. No, you have so many good players that depending on the month is one or the other.
Yes, what is important that for PSG to win the game against Metz, to go back to the first position in the table. Right now they have that. They prepare a game in Le Havre. Le Havre, we know his model of play. We know the mentality. Le Havre, in my opinion, for the budget, for the quality of the squad, with the individual analysis, is one of the team do a biggest job since the beginning of the season. Maybe they miss something in the relationship with the goal, because it's the second worst attack in Ligue 1. But in the last week, especially at home, they improve a lot. They improve a lot. In the last four at home, in the 3 games, they scored 2 goals and wins 3 times 2-1. And against this PSG, who play in champions, who make turnover, who concedes always something, especially when they played away, I choose a both team to score, because I think Le Havre is able to score against PSG. I choose both teams to score, odds 1.86.
Okay, these are the games on Saturday. For Sunday, the other team in the capital, Paris FC, hosting Nice. Both are just above the bottom 3. Paris 6 points away from Auxerre. Nice 7. Nice still in danger. They conceded in the very last minute against Lorient 3-all, so they are winless in the last 4. Also, the streak of Paris is not good. 4 draws and 1 defeat in the last 5 Ligue 1 games. Alain, this could be easily another draw indeed.
Yes, it's probably two people I am more disappointed since the beginning of the season, because PSG spent a lot of money in the market, have a clear objective. Today, only 6 points up to Auxerre. Be the last team to mark the playout line. Something is wrong. The manager Gilly lose his job, and the decision to take Antoine 𝗀𝗀𝗀 like manager is a strange decision, because it's totally against the philosophy they want to have in Paris. Offensive football, the Red Bull philosophy. Clearly, to make short, Red Bull philosophy, high pressure, high transition, high risk in the game, is totally the opposite right now. And you go to see Antoine 𝗀𝗀𝗀. 𝗀𝗀𝗀 is one of the most defensive trainer in the French football. And I am curious to understand if 𝗀𝗀𝗀 can adapt himself a little, because the squad is a quality squad, is a team must to have minimal 10 points more in the table, and he must to change that against a Nice who is still to suffer. Nice is the second worst defense in Ligue 1 right now. We can say yes, Puel improve some things, but we are far about the objective, about the goal, about the to to play with player with big talent and found offensive 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲, because with that offensive potential you must be dominant, and 𝐵UEL don't found the key. Is soon, because he arrived at the beginning of the year, and we know the model of play of 𝐵UEL need time, but against Lorient is the classical game in a 𝐵UEL, a really 𝐵UEL team, 2 times with the double advantage. They'll be able to manage that and receive the draw at the minute 95. Yes, it's not a good thing about the vestiary and the management of the momentum. For that reason, in my opinion, we are speaking about 2 of the worst defense. I choose both teams to score odds 1.70.
Let's see if they are not in trouble at the end of this season. Lille-Nantes is the next game. Nantes, penultimate in the standings, level on points with Auxerre, even if they got themselves a crucial win against Le Havre, so they are alive. They were coming from 5 consecutive defeats before the win against Le Havre, and Lille involved in the Europa League tie with Red Star. Finally, they got a win in 𝐜𝐴𝐺𝐸. Also, they were winless in the previous 6. Perhaps also Nantes can get something here. Both really need the win, Alain.
Yes, both need the win. I don't have a good feeling about Nantes, in spite of the victory against Le Havre. We saw a good version of Nantes in the first half, especially where the team was aggressive with a lot of passion and create a lot of problem in one of the most difficult to move defense in Ligue 1, like Le Havre. Now Lille, we have a lot of doubts about Lille because the team is built to have another results, and now they need an important victory and score goals, because the problem of Lille in the last weeks is the relationship with the goal. Nantes is one of the worst defense. It's the 3rd worst defense in Ligue 1. Lille have good opportunity to change that bad streak, and for that reason, I don't choose 1x2. I choose 2 or 3 goals in the game, odds 2.00.
Okay, next game is Lorient-Auxerre, the other team involved in this relegation battle. Auxerre lost to Rennes 3-0 at home. Before that, beat Metz, but here the favorites are Lorient, scored in the very last minute against Lens to get the draw after beating 𝐼𝐴𝐺𝐸, but overall they are doing a very good 2026, so fair enough, Alain, that they are favorites for this game.
Lorient at home is very powerful. Is the 7th best team in Ligue 1 when they played at home. In the fact they lose only the first game against Lille. They lose really badly with a 7-1, but playing most of the time with 10 players. Well, Lorient, I don't have doubt about Lorient at home. Auxerre, when we check the content of the game, in my opinion, they deserve something more. We saw in the last game away, winning in Auxerre, draw in Toulouse, draw in Paris against PFC, losing only 1-0 against Lens. Only in Brest they do a bad game. They're back to Bretagne. In my opinion, Lorient is really favorite. The odds don't reflect the difference between both teams. We must take Lorient winning. The odds 2.10.
Okay, next one is Metz Brest. Metz hopeless going to Ligue there. Well, they are 4 points away, actually. They are not that far away, but the results have been terrible. And Brest got themselves a great win against OM, and they are in good form. Alain, 2 wins and 2 draws in the last games. Away from home, only 2 wins throughout the season, by the way.
Yes, Brest finally is a rhythm in the last 5. We see a Brest be able to score more than 1 goal average per game. Defense are not the best, but we must to consider the schedule, and the schedule was difficult because game in Lyon against Nice. Away is always difficult. Catch point in Lille. At home, winning in the derby against Lorient, who is in a very good state of form. Winning against 𝐻𝐵𝗿𝗀 de Marseille. Yes. In the last 4, I think Brest start to have the average of point we wait at the beginning of the season. That one is the best moment to be in form, because now you see the table is in the 11th spot, but is always 4 points down to Strasbourg, who mark probably the line of the Conference League. And we have Brest, Toulouse, Lorient, Monaco, and Strasbourg can be fight for that spot. Brest known the run until Europe. Against Metz is a priori a favorite game for Brest. Metz, yes, there are 4 points down to the play out, but the feeling are really bad.
Yeah,
the feeling are really bad. Only at November we see Metz with a positive streak with 3 victories. After that, we see Metz with a lot of limit. And against Brest, I think Metz suffered the direct football, and I choose Brest winning with the handicap minus 0.25, odds 1.90.
Okay, and the last game we have this weekend is OM Lyon. Great game, this one, in the fight for the Champions League spots. And in France, remember, it's very important to finish third and avoid the playoffs. In August, Marseille is still in big crisis, even without the 𝗀𝗏𝗏 lost to Brest, so it's 2 defeats and 2 draws in the last games. And for Lyon also, the streak is over, Alain, in Strasbourg. They were coming from 7 consecutive wins in Ligue 1, plus many more in Europe and in Coupe de France, but it all finished in Alsace.
Yes, for the moment of form, everybody can think, yes, is really favorite Lyon. I said warning because, yes, Marseille lose in Brest, but Marseille lose the game in the first half. In the second half, we saw a strong reaction. And Marseille deserve to score minimal 1 goal, because they create a lot of occasion, they dominate the game, but they was not accurate in front of the goal. Now is the first game of 𝗵𝗿𝗍𝗏 in 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗵𝗵𝗍 was his former player of 𝗻𝗵𝗏𝗏 de Marseille. He can transmit to the vestry the meaning about playing in 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, playing against Lyon for a Olympico games. And I want to understand how the young vestry in Lyon can manage the atmosphere in 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, because Marseille-Lyon is always really, really hot. And yes, in my opinion, Marseille will catch a positive results. They need a positive result, because the difference between Lyon, who is third, is 5 points, and is the call for Marseille to reduce that distance. After Lyon will have Europa League and lose some point for sure. And Yes, I said, I repeat you, Marseille, I don't see Marseille lose point. I choose double chance, 1x with over 2.5 goals, odds 2.40.
Let's see if we see finally a reaction from OM. Actually, the bookie sees double chance for Lyon, 1.87. OM are favorites for this game. Odds are 2. Really good game. Be careful also, OM, because Lille and Rennes are only 3 points behind them. Well, Alain, this is it for match day 24 in France. Remember, of course, that we can participate and play in our tipster competitions where there is some money to be made. We have the monthly one now, February is running to an end, but you can participate again in March or also keep participating, of course, and check out Rivals where you can create your own tipster competitions. Alain, which one is your safe bet?
PSG winning in Le Havre, odds 1.29.
And tell me your ACCA, please.
Paris FC Nice, both teams to score. Olympique de Marseille, Olympique Lyonnais, 1x with over 2.5 goals. Lorient, Auxerre, double chance, 1x. And Metz, Brest winning with the handicap minus 0.25 for a total 10.08.
All right, Alain, thank you. See you very soon. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.